Yeah. Good, good morning. How's everyone doing? It is episode 80 of season 4. Madness. Madness. Hey, Zalin, Atsuki, Jenny, Cosmoverse. How's it going? How's it going? And Quentin. Hey, how's it going? All right. So, what should I paint today? Give me a topic. Hey, so-called me, how's it going? What up? How does this work? Mm, mm, mm. Something like that. Give me some suggestions. Ideally, fantasy, as in wizards and dragons and stuff like that. Ghost of Woe. All right. Witch Hunter. Pretty cool. Baba Yaga's Crib. Ooh. Hey, Hernsa. Hey, Amir. Eric Mui. What up, what up, what up? Window Escape. All right. Hey, Kilrathi, how's it going? So, we got Ghost of Woe, Witch Hunter, Baba Yaga's Crib, Window Escape. We got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll that dice. And as per usual, not that one. Let's roll it. 3. And that is 1, 2, 3. Baba Yaga's Crib. What the? All right. All right. Baba Yaga Crib by Cosmoverse. All right. Interesting. Baba Yaga. Her crib. Crib. That's a baby's cot? Or home? Or what exactly did you mean? I mean, Baba Yaga is that Russian witch. You meant house. Lair. Hey, Ellen. Um, all right. So it's an environment. Okay. All right. I have a picture in my head. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, by the way, can the number after the I think the number Captain Boss asked, what's the number after the name? I think it's number of months. Hey, Captain Boss, good morning. Captain Jetlag, ho 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 ho! We got the Captain Jetlag in the house. House. All right. So the picture I had about Baba Yaga. Baby Yaga. Yeah, this is boobs. No, it's not. But the idea I had, like, she rides pots, right? She makes make concoctions out of, is it out of the children? I don't remember. But her crib is just a massive pile of uh, pots, and she sits up here on her pile of pots with her broom. or ladle, ladle. Right, she has a ladle and pot. She rides the pots. Yeah, for the sake of dark fantasy, she makes kids out of children. Yeah, for sure. So now I get that point idea why there's a number after the name of latest subscriber. It's because of um, number of months. You can set like display settings of like with a code like what it should show, and I think it's just that. Hey, Weeping Jay, how's it going? I actually don't know the actual story about Baba Yaga and what her actual house is, so I wouldn't know where to go. I'm definitely not familiar with that story of Baba Yaga. All I know it's like a Russian witch that rides a mortar and or a pot, and she has a ladle. I painted Baba Yaga for a client. Bram Cells. The thing is, if it's hosted, if it's hosted and it says at the top like join the channel, it means you're on one layer behind the channel. You're in the host's channel. So if you click join the channel, you'll automatically jump um, to the right place to type, right? So easiest way to know if you're right is if it's at the top right corner, it says join the channel, a big purple button, I think. Then you know like, oh shit, you're in the wrong place. That always happens. Like Örjan, for example, Svensson here, he joins us now and then. He always does that mistake. He keeps talking to people and no one replies. Then he realizes, oh shit, I'm one layer behind. So-called me. She has a house that stands on chicken legs. That's creepy. Hey, Spirit Dude, how's it going? So let's play with that idea then, to like stay true to the somewhat stay true to the lore that her house is on chicken legs. Let's extend the idea slightly that it's on a tray. And on the tray, or underneath the tray rather, is chicken legs holding up the tray like chickens. Lots of chicken legs. That's some massive chickens, by the way. That's my best. My best. What's it called? What the fuck is it called? When you come to an agreement, both give a bit and lose a bit. Not compliment. Compromise. That was hard to dig out. Compromise. That was deep in there. It didn't want to come out. I had to had to really, really dig it out. Yeah, by the way, there's some really good stuff happening on hero card section on Discord. Oh, and also I will need to remember to add the information underneath the stream regarding subscription. If you're subscribing to the channel, if you want a sketchbook channel on Discord, you will just let me know on a PM or in Discord that I would like it. I will set one up for you immediately. Spirited. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be Hero Card Friday. I have yet to have time to work on my entry on my spare time. It's just absolutely swamped, constantly swamped. I really want to though. Compromise. Isn't crumbs spelled with K though? Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Hey, Miss Monster, how's it going? Good morning, or is it maybe good night? I don't know which part of the world you are. But up here on her throne sits Baba Yaga on her chicken leg driven home. I have no idea about the lore. And it's all Cosmoverse fault, by the way, for the the strange painting today. Blame Cosmoverse, not me. Not me. It's not my fault. No, it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge for sure. I haven't done stuff like this in a very long time. I do appreciate the the variety of topics I get handled or handed rather. Um, every day is an interesting day, and it's quite hard actually to try to make something interesting out of a absolutely random topic that you wouldn't really choose yourself within like 30 minutes on the spot, trying to get a direction, get a composition, get a focal point as you want it, like on a daily basis. I mean, yeah, you could like, oh yeah, I could probably like wrestle something out of my mind. Anyone can do that, but every day, you know, after a while, when you do it every day, it's getting a little bit harder to generate something out of your mind, you know, that's viable. You can always draw something, but it's tricky to get it just right, you know. Oh, you dreamt about hero cards, Miss Monster. Nice. The pressure is on. Steely Bob. Yeah, exactly. Like there's no brainstorming. It's just it's the analogy of like running through a hallway, screaming with your fingers out and just trying to grab something that hangs on the hallway, on the hangers. Like okay, this one is mine, and then you keep just running like an absolute madman, and then just try the best to make something out of it. That is the experience of a on the spot warm up. Kept them both. Yeah, it is a challenge. Just do it. Yeah. I will show you. You know, I did the Baba Yaga. Where are you, Baba Yaga? For a client a couple of years ago. There, that's my Baba Yaga. You see, there's the pot, mortar, some limbs, like Slavic style patterning. It's crazy, Baba Yaga. That's fun. Oh, really, Miss Monster? Was that the dream? Wow, that's fascinating. That's like a revision in your dream. That's fascinating, Miss Monster. It's a cool thing to be able to do. Do a portfolio review while you're sleeping. Like, no. And even better, like if you have that dream and you're doing a portfolio review of your own work, you're walking around in a gallery with all your work presented, like you know, hanged properly and correct lighting, and you walk around there sipping on wine, eating some cheese and breadsticks. That would be so funny if you would be able to do that. Like completely hack your brain and do your own portfolio reviews as a gallery exhibition. I would love that. Yes, was that. By the way, Miss Musta, I really enjoyed your watercolor character. If I remember correctly, you were the one that posted that on Discord the other day. It's nice. Do you do a lot of traditional, or is it digital watercolor? But the watercolor looked random enough for me to go. That's probably actual watercolor. And I do hope, Miss Monster, you joined the hero card. Yeah. You want to see what work Spirit did? Miss Monsters? Or the portfolio review dream? That Spirited, what you just did is one of the worst things you can do. And my wife does it, and you do it as well. It's like a multiple part question. Like, is it this or is it this? And you go, yes. The struggle is real. You can't just go yes. Like a two option question. That just breaks my mind. You just want to take the person and shake them. Answer the question, goddammit! Oh, but you can't. You have to be nice and calm and respectful. No, I didn't like that. Technically, yes, it's answering the question, but technically you're answering the question wrong. So yes, you're right. You're answering the question, but it's not the correct answer. It doesn't make me freak out really, but it's such a common thing, and especially as my wife does it. It's not the first time. It's a reoccurring event. But I love my wife. It's all good. It's just a joke, being a bit silly. But worst is, which you also do, Spirited, which we've talked about before, it's starting a conversation in the middle of a conversation. Like, my wife starts it by saying, "Yeah, but," or like that green color, and I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? What green color?" And she was like, "Well, listen, I haven't gotten there yet." And it's like, but you started with like a disagreement before we even had a like start of a discussion. And she's like, "But no, you always do this." And, and I'm like, "I always do this. Start the conversation mid sentence." All right, all right. I'm sorry. uh, yeah, classic relationship issues, right? Captain Jet, like, yeah, I need to listen. Hmm. And Spirit, dude, you do that. You like PM me something like, "So the answer is yes," and I'm like, "Huh? What?" And then you're like, "Oh yeah, I should probably explain myself," and then you explain the PM. You do that all the time. You do that all the time, Sweden. But I mean, it's all good. I don't mind. It's just funny. It's just funny. And the only annoying part is the wife part. It's like you tell her many times, like I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. It's my problem. As per usual, it's my fault. And then I sound so bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all, I promise. But relationship stuff is good. It's funny. I'm quite sure my wife hates bazillion things I do as well. Yeah, my attitude. Gotta shape up. Get my shit in order. How dare I? How dare I assume that you start a conversation in a normal way? How rude of me. Steely wrong, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I should have known what you were talking about when you started mid sentence. It's my fault. No, I'm not that kind of guy. I call her out on it. It's like I have no idea what you're talking about. Every time. She has to learn. I call her out. There's no sliding. It's just, huh? What? I want to give up. I won't give in. She can't win on that topic. That it's okay to start a conversation mid sentence or like at the finish at like the final conclusion. It doesn't work that way. Communication is civil conversation is not constructed that way. Spirit dude. Oh yeah, Lip. Yeah, man, Lip. He's he likes to mess around in conversations, push buttons and so on. He's a lovely guy, but yeah, you have to be on your guard when you're talking to him. He's very sneaky. Miss Monster, yeah, it's a awesome amount of different style of art on the Discord. And I also looked, we're reaching 700 members on the Discord. On average, around maybe 170 active users day-to-day basis, which is really good. It's a lot of people actually for a Discord server. I don't know like the size of other Discord servers, but I would say like 700 people Discord is pretty decent. That's how I see it at least. Uh, it's a pretty good it's a pretty good sized crowd, if you ask me. Then again, I mean, I'm quite sure there's way bigger servers out there. but this one is mine. Ours. Miss Monster. Yeah, I think so too. I was happy seeing the numbers. But yeah. What a lovely little crowd of people we have. And we're all friendly, more or less. Um, we don't necessarily agree, which is good. And we have, well, we have good conversations, even when we disagree. There's not a lot of fighting going on, which is great. As in negative fighting. I mean, you don't always have to be besties, but having the ability to disagree and still hang around is the, you know, then you know you've had a disagreement correct way. You know, you don't slam the door and never come back. You know, that's the way you have to do it. Be sane, you know, not crazy person fucking burn the house down. Captain jet lag. Well, yeah, more or less. I mean, we're all people with emotions. There's bound to be disagreements, but it's good. It's a good kind of disagreements. There's been some bickering of behind the curtains now and then, a while back, but it all solved itself. I think the most important is to be grown up about it and appreciate that not everyone thinks the same way, and that uh, real human emotions are involved, right? And it's not just about winning. There is something to be said about maturity of a mind when you have the ability to concede a point where you can go, all right, you are right, but I don't agree. Like, let's say you're right, but I don't agree with it, and you know, you can like just walk away. You don't need to always, you know. Of course, sometimes you're right, but you also don't need to destroy the other person in the process. And I think a lot of disagreements have happened in the Discord, but they're all uh, uh, very healthy, if you ask me. Thank you, Cosmoverse. Yeah, I am happy with the lovely crowd we have. Actually, I think I'm proud of you guys and girls. Obviously, I'm guys as a generic people term. We're really, I think we're really helping each other. This is really good. I am obviously a bit busy. I can't spend every waking time on Discord, but I am trying to be active on the Discord, give it feedback and so on. But yeah, I really happy seeing everyone helping out and sharing art and thoughts and feedback, and it's good. Hermaphrodites, well, they're the best of both worlds. So boys and girls, boys and it's the whole sentence there. Boys and girls. Hermaphrodites are that whole sentence, and then we are separated, and then in between there's yeah. X genders. Well, we can go into the discussion of what is gender and what is sex, but chemically and chromosome in chromosomes we are either one or the other. we can't be both in that sense. You're XX or XY. But then, if you want to call yourself something or live as something, that's this is the other discussion. Um, anyways, let's not go there. So let's see. Let's see who we can raid. What's she doing? What are you doing? Maybe. That looks pretty cool. All right, let's raid her. Right. Thanks everyone for joining in. We're gonna be raiding Fragile Machine. She's doing some pencil drawing. Thank you very much, Cosmoverse, for the topic. Baba Yaga's crib. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in and hanging out and talking about bullshit and idiotic topics. Have a good night. Have a great day. I'm gonna raid after the outro, so stay around and I'll switch over. Bye, guys and girls and girl boys and boy girls and hermaphrodites.